In the late 20th century, the world of finance was a fortress of tradition, built on handshakes, gut feelings, and a cautious pace. Banks operated with mystique, making credit a privilege, not a widespread opportunity. It was ripe for disruption, though few saw it coming, and fewer believed it could be engineered by mathematics. Then came Richard Fairbank and Nigel Morris, two visionary consultants who dared to challenge this entrenched order. They came armed with an audacious idea. What if credit was about understanding human behavior through data? What if every customer was unique, and their credit needs could be precisely met through experimentation? In 1994, Capital One was born from this premise, a data science laboratory disguised as a bank. Their approach was revolutionary, the test and learn philosophy. Instead of broad products, Capital One launched thousands of micro-experiments. They would offer different rates, programs, or limits to selected groups, tracking the outcomes. This allowed them to identify segments, understanding who was creditworthy and how to price risk. It was a departure from the industry's conventional wisdom, which relied on broad strokes. Initial skepticism was rampant. Established institutions viewed Capital One's model with bewilderment and disdain. "You can't run a bank like a science experiment," they scoffed. "Where's the human touch? Where's the judgment?" Even within their ranks, convincing bankers to trust algorithms over intuition was an uphill battle. Yet, Fairbank and Morris pressed on, fueled by a belief in the power of data to democratize access to credit. And their belief paid off spectacularly. Capital One's growth was meteoric. They could offer credit to millions previously underserved, tailoring products to individual risk profiles. A customer with higher risk might receive a card with a higher rate but a path to improving their score. Another, with impeccable habits, would be rewarded with premium benefits. This precision allowed them to manage risk more effectively, leading to lower default rates and higher profitability. They weren't just competing, they were redefining the rules, transforming credit into an accessible marketplace. However, such rapid success rarely goes unnoticed, especially in a regulated industry like finance. As Capital One's market share expanded, it inevitably drew the eye of regulatory bodies. The data models that fueled their ascent became a source of intense scrutiny. Regulators, tasked with safeguarding consumers, found themselves grappling with a new breed of institution. The core of the conflict lay in the black box nature of advanced algorithms. While Capital One championed its models as fair, regulators worried about potential unintended consequences. Could these algorithms lead to discriminatory practices, even if unintentional? Were consumers truly understanding the terms of products tailored by complex data points? The aggressive experimentation raised questions about consumer protection and the ethical boundaries of data utilization. The industry had never encountered anything like it, and existing frameworks struggled to keep pace. Suddenly, the engine of Capital One's success became a potential liability. There were whispers of restrictions, fines, and demands for transparency that could expose their methodologies. The company faced a challenge: how to defend its innovation while satisfying regulators' concerns. The internal debates were fierce, with some advocating for a defensive stance. The future of their data-driven revolution hung precariously in the balance. This period was a crucible for Capital One, forcing them to confront their societal implications. The regulatory pressure was a mirror reflecting the need for greater responsibility in the age of big data. They understood that proving their models were technically sound wasn't enough. They had to demonstrate fairness. This realization sparked a shift, moving beyond compliance to proactive leadership. Instead of viewing regulators as adversaries, Capital One made a strategic decision to engage them as partners. This was the twist that redefined their trajectory. They didn't just defend their practices, they embarked on an initiative to demystify their data science. They began to proactively share their methodologies, inviting regulators into their data labs. They invested heavily in developing explainable AI XAI models. This wasn't just about satisfying demands, it was about building trust. They pioneered ethical AI frameworks, ensuring fairness, privacy, and accountability. This proactive engagement transformed the narrative. Capital One became a leading voice in discussions about responsible innovation. They hosted workshops, published papers, and participated in policymaking forums, sharing their expertise. They demonstrated that innovation and regulation could be synergistic. Through this period, Capital One emerged stronger and more respected. They proved that a company built on algorithms could possess ethical responsibility. Their legacy expanded beyond risk management. They became pioneers in responsible data science. Their journey became a testament to the idea that true leadership is about guiding the way forward with integrity.